CharTec Academy. Walk through that door. My journey with CharTec, I guess I have to kind of say individually, because I've brought 3 companies to CharTec, and 2 of them have signed up as members. We've implemented many of the procedures. We've used the tools. We've been able to be really successful. The one in the middle, I paid for my own way to Academy. I felt it was so valuable. Before I came, I was concerned that it was going to be just another sales process. And I say that a little tongue in cheek because it is a sales process, but it also includes the service delivery, operations. And for me as an operations guy, the breadth of content was really what blew me away. I really appreciated being able to walk through the building and actually see how other people that are at a different stage, farther than I was, have things set up. The organization and some of the, even just the facility structure were things that I took away as things that I could aspire to in our own operations. When we were talking with the different team members, there was just a general openness to share what had been successful, what challenges they'd had, what things that they had done to try to mitigate those or remediate those challenges and remove hindrances. And those were all things that were right here from CharTec. Beyond that, I still come back to be able to hang out with my friends. I have relationships now over these years of people that I see at Academy. We've been tracking with each other at both different organizations and different stages of growth, and to be able to compare right there across the war table what's working, what's not working, and what things to expect at different stages of growth have been really valuable. Other MSP events I've attended are more vendor oriented, and so there's a place for that. It's great to be able to compare new features and what things people are adding and changing. The nice thing about CharTec is that they include that in part of their process. So you have an opportunity to hear from new vendors. You can hear from people that are using existing vendors that you may not know that there's feature sets that are applicable for your case. And then with the operations and sales, being able to tie in the sales and marketing processes, those interactions between those departments and the service delivery side, you can see exactly how those vendors their different products function together and what the people side of that looks like. I got to tell you, having lived in Africa, I think probably the first thing that caught my eye were all of the exciting animals that are hanging out. Some of them are 2-legged, some of them were 4-legged. And I think that adventurous approach to life, as well as finding ways to be able to tie in the things that you're passionate about in all of those areas of work and life, have been probably the biggest takeaway from the times that I've been able to listen to Alex, both in conversation as well as presentation. He's a great coach in terms of giving you some very detailed things to try, as well as the big overview of where those fit into the next steps. And he's also very enthusiastic and encouraging, as well as not afraid to keep you accountable in those conversations. There's no fluff. I really appreciate Nick's detail and passion for sales. And so for me, looking at that from the operations side, those are qualities that I'd like to see reflected in my team that is pursuing that first customer interaction. The people part of what Josh brings to the table is really important. A lot of times we miss things because of just interactions in our culture or missed interactions in our culture. And so some of the framework that he's brought to the training sessions that he does are things that we're able to implement in our team, as well as just a general awareness of those right questions to ask and the right things to be watching for to keep everybody moving the same direction. For somebody that is a spectator in the marketing realm, I really appreciate both the content and the delivery that Brandy brings to the table. And so for me, as the user experience, I can look at those things and see how I might react to those and be able to work more directly with our team as they're developing the things that they're doing that are the outward facing part of our company. Dan is, for me, one of the high values and one of the main reasons I spend evenings smoking cigars and talking about different things that are on the roadmap. His experience that he brings has very practical things that I can apply at every stage of growth. There's also levels that he's been able to really articulate well so that you can anticipate anticipate the things that are coming as you're in that growth curve, no matter what size your company is. I would say walk through the door. That's the best advice I could give you, is to attend Academy, talk to the people that are your peers that are around you, listen to the presentations and the content. You will not walk away empty-handed. CharTec Academy, walk through that door.